Her palette consists of latex and fake blood. Her canvas is her face. A self-taught artist, Zoe Hyman's panache for movie-quality makeup has turned her into a local celebrity. Joining us with many faces of Goretober 2020 is our friend Zoe Hyman. It's good to see you again.
Hi,
Happy Halloween.
good to see you too. Happy Halloween.
Well, welcome back. And I wanted to ask you, for all of our new viewers, how long have you been doing scary makeup?
I've been doing scary makeup for about, let's say, 8 years now, because now that I've graduated, it's been 2 more years.
That's right. You graduated from Arts High School 2 years. I can't believe it's been 2 years already.
It's been 2 years.
Goodness gracious. And you really are self-taught. How did you learn about latex and creating molds and prosthetics and all the wonderful stuff that you do today?
Well, everything is self-taught. Every shading and all that I apply with my normal art, so therefore I learned that. But all the latex things I've learned on my own by watching videos or just kind of fiddling around with a latex or with glue and toilet paper and seeing how it makes 3D things look even more gross.
And speaking of which, can you point out some of the stuff that's behind you? One of those
Oh
heads you
yeah.
had on last year, I remember that sort
Oh
of
yeah.
reddish thing that you put on your
Mars
entire head.
Attack. This
Yes.
is the Mars Attack king or queen, if you want to say. And that's all latex. And then I have a work in progress slee stack from the Land of the Lost made out of clay, which is how I originally make the prosthetics. I put clay on a bust and then I cover it with so much latex.
That's amazing. That's incredible. How long does it take to make one of those?
Depending on the size, if it's a full head like this, it could take up to 2 weeks maybe, just because it takes a really long time in between for latex to dry, and you also want to color it later, get some shading in there. I
Yeah.
also have to create the mold.
Now, your dad, he's a really well-known artist, so
Mhm.
that runs in the bloodline. But how did you choose makeup as your medium?
I was at a young age, I used to do drawings all over my arm with Sharpies with my dad, and because of that, realized I really liked doing makeup and things on myself and making myself look like an entirely different character. That I realized that you could do 3D, you could make full masks and make yourself look like you're an alien from Mars, or like you're a gremlin, or like you're someone from Mars Attack. And because of that, I felt head over heels in love with it, because I could just make myself look like anything.
It's your imagination, it's endless. It's infinite, the things that you can do. Now, as someone who is a huge Twilight Zone fan, I love In the Eye of the Beholder that you did. You just posted it to your
Thank
social
you.
media. That was so, it's one of the, I would say, one of the more profound, I think, episodes of the Twilight Zone.
Yes.
Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about what inspired you to imitate that look.
Well, that one and the airplane are big ones that hold really close in my heart, because the minute I saw it, that episode specifically, I was like, that's such a cool idea, that beauty is such a already a construct that social norms are, and the fact that the people saw beauty as ugly, and they, although they to them were beautiful, they're sideways mouths and pig noses.
Yeah.
So I thought every time anyone would ever say anything, I'd be like, but I'm beautiful, because I'm in, this is what beauty is. And
Right.
to them at least. And I loved that episode just because it was so profound in my head. I had to do it when I was thinking of Twilight Zone episodes to do. And
Right.
yeah, it was pretty. It was just a few prosthetics, because it was the eyebrows, of course, because they have those crazy eyebrows, a nose prosthetic and a lip prosthetic to make it look like it was like pushed to the side.
Yeah, all warped, and it's so creepy. It's so creepy and so
Thank
beautiful at
you.
the same time. It really is. It really truly is. Well, I want to hear what you've been up to lately, and I want to know what's going to happen in 2021. 2020 is kind of a wash for most of us, but we
Yeah.
want to hear what you've got going on. We're going to do that after the commercial, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We've been chatting with Zoe Hyman, makeup artist extraordinaire that we are lucky enough to call our own. The way in which you approach things, you are very much an old soul. Why do you think that is?
Um, I think it's because of half of it is how I was raised and what I was raised with media wise and things like that, movies that were out. And I think the other half is just I've always been around older people as well. Like when it comes to like I used to go to work with my mom or be out with dad, and then we ended up living with my grandmother while she was, we took care of her. So I was always around older people, and I think that kind of something about that, having an old soul, connecting with them more than I connected with people my own age at that age when I was younger, kind of made that whole inspiration.
Well, it serves you well, Zoe. It serves you very well. So what have you been up to lately? 2020 has been kind of rough on folks, but I think you've been making the most of it.
I've been trying. I've just been working constantly on my Goretober, so trying every day to do a new challenge, doing new makeup, trying to reach in the in-depths of my imagination to make something new. And compared to last year, I've seen my growth exponentially of how I'm working and how I'm painting and just getting them done faster.
Is that right? Because it does take you a while to do these. I mean, it would take any professional at the highest level time to create these looks.
I try to prepare a little bit before the day when it comes to making the full, clay or prosthetics. Other than that, I try to do everything as much as I can in that day to make the challenge more challenging.
And what I love is that not only do you post the images to your Facebook and Instagram, which we're going to share with our viewers in a second, but you actually go out into the world looking like this.
Recently, because of COVID, it's been a little difficult. I've tried to put a mask on under makeup, actually. Like, I'll wear a black mask that I painted. But other than that, I try to go out as much as I can to, go out in the world and see how.
What are the looks this garners from people around you? You walk into a Walmart with this crazy makeup on. Do they say, wait a second, no extraterrestrials in the store?
My favorite reactions are either the grossed out ones or the astonished, are you what do you do for a living? Why are you in this makeup kind of feeling? Or sometimes, one time I was a cool devil character in a Walmart, and I had a older man come up to me, and he started joking, and then he did the the cross, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, and he's like, no, I was like, ah. He was like joking, but it was cute. He was like, when people get into it.
Oh my God, that's great. Well, people love you. And when you say, what do you do for a living? Well, you also do this makeup on other people. So is this something that you're going to continue to pursue? What does the future hold for you career-wise?
I want to work on movies, short films, doing special effects makeup, and any sort of makeup at all, even if it's making someone just slightly look like they have horns or someone look like they're a entirely different character. Yeah. That's all I want in the future.
Well, we're so excited to see 2021. I mean, we're just excited to enter a new year anyways, but anything big happening in that year that we need to be aware of?
2021, not that I know of just yet, but I have high hopes.
Well, we all have high hopes for you, Zoe. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Goretober. Happy Halloween.
Thank you. Happy Halloween.
So good to see you. We're back in 2 minutes.